Alright, ladies, it's time to review Superman, the Man of Tomorrow. And, guys, um, basically this movie, it, it basically tells the story of Superman basically learning to be Superman. So basically, guys, what happens is we start out in Smallville, Kansas, um, and and Clark Kal-El, Superman, whatever you want to say, but I'll just say Clark, is watching one of those old alien movies at a sleepover with some friends. But when Clark sees the ma- mad doctor turn into an alien, it kind of freaks him out, and Pop Jonathan has to come and get him. And then that kind of translates to a few years later where Clark has managed to get a job at the Daily Planet, and he ends up meeting Lois, who who does play a bit more of a kind of independent role that than she normally would in any other Superman movie. Um, but basically, guys, the general conflict is um, Lex has basically funded the project to supposedly launch a rocket into space to see if there's any other intelligent life. But what Lois uncovers is that Lex also planned to use the launch to actually take out a generous amount of people because the rocket actually proved unstable, and and after Superman stops it, he ends up running into the space bounty hunter Lobo. And guys, Lobo in this movie is just a wisecrack and crafty, immortal, and very ostentato, and almost like El's Angel badass of a bounty hunter. Um, and uh, uh, and he gives Superman a run for his money. And also, it is actually Lobo, not Superman, that turns Star Labs janitor, former war veteran turned accidental parasite Randy Jones into Parasite. And how Lobo does this is he, 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 he accidentally throws a grenade, which Superman is able to dodge, but Clark, being careless, actually doesn't see that the chemicals from the grenade actually went into Rudy and unfortunately turned him into an, I'm going to quote Lex in the movie, into pretty much a energy sucking vampire. And J- John's role in this movie as a Martian Manhunter it is also actually very cool because he kind of just starts out the movie as a silent observer, and it's only after he finally decides to track to to go see Superman at Martha and Jonathan's house back in Kansas that they finally reveals himself as the last Martian, and that and John also helps Superman in the fight against Lobo, which by the way, guys, I do want to say that that there is no villain necessarily in this movie at all, kind of except for Lex, but um, but but Lex is just ki- ki- kind of up to his same old tricks. But R- R- Rudy, before he goes ultra parasite, actually pulls actually says a line in this movie that I honestly did not think that DC animation would be ballsy enough to put in here. Rudy actually asked for fentanyl at a local pharmacy before he absorbed all 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 the poor workers' life force, and that slowly but surely t- turned him into this crazy energy sucking, um, almost like kind of giant, um, but but again, guys, Rudy actually ends up going to where Star Labs have actually locked Lobo up, to kind of get back at him for turning him into this freak. And it's during all this that so that Clark is actually taking a very X-Men like approach, and kind of having to accept that yes, he's a Kryptonian, and he actually doesn't even know the word Kryptonian until Lobo actually says it to him when they first meet. And John actually offers and is actually able to unlock the relic that Superman had in his space rocket, which is like this pyramid looking thing, but is able to unlock at, at, at least the surface level of what the relic holds with the information of Krypton. And John basically tells Kal-El that basically since they are both the last of their kind, perhaps the best way to survive is to keep a low profile and stay out of the Earth's business. But once Rudy does turn into full parasite mode, he actually does drain Superman of most of his energy, and even John, John, and Noble, at kind of like the halfway and end portion of the movie, kind of plain sacrifice themselves. John John makes it seem that a parasite heat vision from absorbing Superman's powers before kills him, because let's remember, John's weakness is fire. And basically, guys, Lobo blows himself up after him, Lex, and Superman basically come up with a plan to use the kryptonite ring to try and calm Rudy down, but it's only after Superman said he sorry to Rudy, that Rudy ultimately makes the decision to stabilize the defective reactor on his own. And that's basically the movie in a nutshell, guys. It's plain and simple, but hey, for, for a start of a new chapter of the DC animation, sometimes plain and simple is the best way to go. And rest in peace to Rudy Jones, everybody.